Jay Leno was not born into fame or comfort, but into a modest working-class family in New Rochelle, New York. His early life was shaped by discipline, simplicity, and the quiet determination of his parents, who believed in hard work over recognition. Moving to Massachusetts during his childhood, Jay grew up feeling slightly out of place. School was not easy for him, and he often struggled to keep up academically. Yet, even in those early years, there was a spark, an instinct to make people laugh. That instinct wasn't about attention, it was about connection. Humor became his way of navigating a world that didn't always feel built for him. It gave him confidence where other areas of life felt uncertain, planting the first seeds of what would later become a remarkable career. Finding strength through humor. As a child, Jay faced challenges that quietly shaped his personality. Learning difficulties made school frustrating, and moments of self-doubt were common. But instead of retreating, he leaned into humor. Making others laugh became more than a talent. It became a form of resilience. It allowed him to turn uncomfortable situations into moments of relief, both for himself and those around him. Over time, this ability grew stronger. He began to understand timing, observation, and the subtle art of connecting with people through laughter. These were not skills learned overnight. They were built slowly through experience and persistence. Humor gave him a sense of control and identity, helping him move forward even when things felt uncertain. It was the beginning of a lifelong relationship with comedy that would define his path. The struggle to build a career. When Jay stepped into adulthood, his journey was anything but easy. Moving to Boston and attending Emerson College, he balanced education with the growing pull of stand-up comedy. Money was tight, and he worked multiple jobs just to get by. There were nights when exhaustion and doubt felt overwhelming. Performing in small clubs meant facing tough crowds and frequent rejection. Success didn't come quickly, and there were moments when giving up might have seemed easier. But he didn't. Each performance, whether successful or not, helped him grow. He refined his voice, learned from failure, and developed a work ethic that would later become legendary. These years weren't glamorous, but they were essential. They built the foundation of discipline and persistence that would carry him through every stage of his career. A break that changed everything. In 1977, Jay Leno got his first appearance on The Tonight Show, alongside Johnny Carson. It was a pivotal moment, though it didn't come with instant security. The opportunity opened a door, but staying there required consistency and growth. Over the years, Jay became a regular presence, earning trust through steady performances and professionalism. By 1992, he stepped into the role of host, taking over one of the most iconic positions in television. It wasn't an easy transition, and expectations were high. Still, he approached it with the same mindset that had carried him from small clubs: show up, work hard, and improve every day. His journey to that chair was not about luck, but persistence. Years of dedication. Hosting The Tonight Show was more than a job for Jay. It was a responsibility. For over 2 decades, he brought humor into millions of homes every night. His routine was intense, built around preparation, writing, and constant performance. He didn't rely on natural ease. He relied on effort. Behind the scenes, he was known for his discipline and consistency. Even at the height of success, he continued performing stand-up, staying connected to his roots. The show became a cultural fixture, and Jay became a familiar presence in people's lives. What made his run remarkable wasn't just longevity, but reliability. Audiences knew what to expect, and he delivered it night after night. It was a testament to the work ethic he had developed long before fame found him. Navigating public challenges. Like many public figures, Jay's career included moments of controversy and misunderstanding. Transitions within late-night television brought attention and criticism, placing him in situations that were often more complex than they appeared. Through it all, he maintained a relatively calm and steady approach. Rather than engaging in public conflict, he focused on his work. This restraint reflected his personality, grounded, practical, and focused on moving forward. While public opinion shifted at times, his commitment to his craft remained consistent. These experiences highlighted an important reality of fame. Success often comes with scrutiny. How one responds to that scrutiny can define not just a career, but a reputation. Jay chose consistency over reaction, allowing time and work to speak for him. Life beyond the spotlight. After stepping away from The Tonight Show in 2014, Jay Leno transitioned into a quieter phase of life. He continued performing stand-up and hosting projects like Jay Leno's Garage, but at a different pace. This period allowed him to reconnect with personal interests, particularly his passion for cars. Away from the daily demands of late-night television, he found balance in a more flexible routine. Retirement, in his case, didn't mean stopping. It meant choosing what mattered most. This shift reflected a broader change in priorities, where fulfillment came from meaningful work rather than constant visibility. It showed that stepping back can sometimes be a way of moving forward, creating space for reflection and personal growth. Facing physical setbacks. In recent years, Jay experienced several physical setbacks, including accidents that required recovery and patience. These moments served as reminders of how quickly life can change. Recovery demanded time, care, and a willingness to slow down, something that can be challenging for someone used to constant motion. Yet, he approached these challenges with the same resilience that defined his earlier life. Instead of withdrawing completely, he gradually returned to his activities, adapting where necessary. These experiences highlighted the importance of listening to one's body and adjusting to new realities. Strength isn't always about pushing forward. Sometimes it's about knowing when to pause and rebuild. A lasting partnership. A significant part of Jay's life has been his long marriage to Mavis Leno. Their relationship has been marked by mutual respect, independence, and quiet support. Unlike many public relationships, theirs has remained largely private, grounded in shared values rather than public attention. Over the years, they have supported each other through different phases of life, including career changes and personal challenges. Their partnership reflects stability in an industry often defined by change. It also highlights the importance of having a strong personal foundation, especially when facing life's uncertainties. Through everything, their connection has remained a steady presence. Lessons from a long journey. Jay Leno's life offers more than a story of success, it offers perspective. His journey shows that resilience is built over time, through small choices and consistent effort. From early struggles to long-term success, and from public recognition to personal challenges, each phase contributed to who he became. What stands out most is not just what he achieved, but how he approached it. He remained grounded, focused, and committed to his values. His story reminds us that growth often comes from difficulty, and that persistence can carry us through uncertainty. In the end, it's not just about reaching a destination, but about how we navigate the path along the way.